The first thing we'll do for switched on circuits this week is review our homework. So let's go ahead and look at the first discussion questions, and then we'll look at the homework sheet. Homework review. First discussion question, what is electricity? The question read, after watching the monkey see video, what is electricity? Name and describe the small part of an element from which electricity comes from. Hint, it had 3 parts. The 3 parts are protons, neutrons, and electrons. This last part, the electron, is the part from which electricity comes from. But let's review. Proton, this has a positive charge and is in the nucleus. Neutron, this has no charge and is also in the nucleus. Electron, this has a negative charge and orbits the nucleus. This is also the part that hops to other atoms causing electricity. So the most important part of this discussion question was to make sure that you were aware that the hopping electron is what causes electricity. Let's look at discussion question 2. Week 1, discussion 2, 2 types of electricity. Name the 2 types of electricity and give me an example of one you have experienced. The 2 types are static electricity and current electricity. A static example may be rubbing a balloon on your head and your hair sticking to it. A current example would be naming anything that you use that uses electricity, like your computer or toaster. Your examples were good this week. Those are just 2 examples of experiences that you might have had. Your examples would have been your own. All right, let's take a look now at the parts of an atom sheet. It says label the atom. This first one with the plus sign in the nucleus there is the proton. Top right, which is pointing to the circle that has nothing in it, is a neutron and is neutral. The bottom right, where it's pointing to the negative one that is orbiting the nucleus, is the electron. Let's take a look at the questions at the bottom. Which of the above labeled parts moves from one atom to the next, causing current electricity? This is the electron. The second question there with the blanks. There are the same number of blank and blank in an atom. And when there are more negative particles, static electricity is produced. So, we're talking about a stable atom here. And in a stable atom, the protons and electrons are the same. And when they're not the same, okay, like the second part of the set question, and when there are more negative particles, that's when static electricity is produced. So in a stable atom, the protons and the electrons are equal. But electricity happens whenever those become not equal and the amount of negative particles becomes more. Okay, so good job with our homework this week. And the next video we'll be taking a few notes, and then we will also have an experiment video. So this was a good review of our homework. If you have any questions about your homework or the discussion questions, just let me know, and we can get those answered.